Hello students and namaste everyone. I am Dhaval sir and our today's topic is your standard 9th literature part unit 8 poem on killing a tree by G.V. Patel. Okay, so I'll give you the introduction of the poem first, right? What is the theme of the poem? Then we'll understand the poem line by line, and at the end, I'll tell you the moral of the poem. So, through this poem, the poet tries to make us aware and highlight us the facts that the trees are the living things, right? So through this poem he's trying to highlight us that the trees are living things, and he considers the trees equal to the human beings, right? And he conveys the message that the trees should not be cut because destroying the trees is just like killing human beings, right? So this is the main point which the poet tries to highlight through this poem. Okay, and further he says that actually an ironic statement on killing a tree is a ironic statement which is made by the poet. So here it is written that on killing a tree, but actually he means exactly the opposite, right? Through this poem he doesn't want to say that we should kill a tree. This is actually an ironic statement, so I'll explain you why it is ironic. Because he actually doesn't want us to kill the tree. He means exactly the opposite, and he wants all of us to create a kind of awareness in our mind that the trees are living beings, just like the other human beings on the earth. Okay, and he has tried to criticize the people who destroy the trees, and the reason for destruction might be the agriculture, the urbanization, and the industrialization taking place in the present world, right? Then what he is saying, the poet, is that we always strike, right? Strike means we try to cut them with the axe. So we always strike them, but they take all the kinds of attacks, right? The trees, they never utter any kind of words. If we human beings are tried to hurt, we uh, try to shout or yell. But the trees, what the poet is saying, that is, when we strike them, they take all the kinds of attacks and wounds also, right? Because they also get wounded. Okay, and they take all these things very calmly, right? Without making any kind of yelling or without any kind of shouting. And even though we keep on striking them, they refuse to die. We have seen many a times the people, they cut the trees, the bark of the tree, then after some time again the trees, they start growing, right? So we should avoid cutting the trees, and these trees, if they are present, they always help us to preserve our environment, right? So that is the most important thing, and we all know that without trees we cannot live. Okay, so now what the poet is trying to say, we'll understand the poem in detail by reading the poem line by line. Okay, it takes much time to kill a tree, not a simple jab of knife will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of light, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. Okay, so this is the first paragraph, right? So, what the poet is saying, it takes much time to kill a tree, right? The tree is not grown in a single day, it takes years to grow, and even to cut the tree, it takes time. Okay, once you cut down, make a stride, and you just cut down the tree, it is not dead. It will again grow from the place where it is cut. So, not a simple jab of knife. So, jab means to pierce, okay, with a sharp object. That is jab. Okay, not a simple jab of the knife will do it. it has grown slowly, consuming the earth. That means the trees are grown on the crust of the earth. That means it takes the support or help of the soil. Okay, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust. Feeding upon its crust means it takes all the necessary nutrients and minerals from the earth, and with its help only it can grow into a big tree. Okay, years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide. So here leprous hide, hide means skin of the tree. Okay, leprous hide means the meaning is given, it is discolored bark. Right, we have seen the original color when it is a plant, the stem is green in color. As and when it keeps on growing, the color fades away, the original color fades away. Okay, and it becomes a dark colored bark. So it is known as a leprous hide. Okay, sprouting leaves, and out of its leprous hides, sprouting leaves. So what is the poet trying to say? That if we'll try to cut the tree, okay, if we'll make the strides on the tree, and if it gets cut away, then to again from the very place where we have made the cut, it will try to sprout out new leaves and it will grow again. Okay, next paragraph. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature bogs, which if unchecked will expand again to former size. Okay, so here again the meaning of hack is given. So hack and chop. Okay, so here the poet again is trying to say, if you cut down the tree, if you make its small small pieces, but this alone won't do it. That means this way the tree won't die. Not so much pain will it do. Okay, not so much pain will do it. Okay, the bleeding bark will heal. So what the poet is trying to say, if you will try to cut the tree, right, uh, though you will keep on striking the tree, though you will cut the tree, and similarly like the human beings, we human beings, if we are given a kind of wound, then we will start bleeding, means our body will start bleeding. In the same way, the trees, they also feel the pain. Okay, and from close to the ground, if you will try to cut the tree very close to the ground, okay, then too it will not die. Right, why? Because again a time will come when from that same place it is written will rise cold green twigs. That is small small branches of the trees will come out, miniature bogs. Miniature means very small in size. Right, a small plant like thing will again grow from that main branch. Okay, bogs means that is the main branch. So from the main branch, small small miniature plants, that means small size plants will grow up. Okay, which if unchecked will expand again. That if we'll not notice it again, if we'll not remove it again, then those small miniature plants, like shaped like plants, will again grow to the bigger tree, to former size. Former means earlier. How the tree was, in the same way it will grow to a larger size. Okay, further, no, the root is to be pulled out. Now what the poet is trying to say, that uh, we human beings are so selfish and greedy that we totally kill the tree, which actually we should not do. Right, so we are not satisfied with just cutting off the trees. What we all do is we remove the roots of the trees. Right, so what is given, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. Anchoring, that means the trees, their roots keep a catch, or they keep their hold on to the crust of the earth through their roots. Right, if the roots are not there, then the tree will immediately fall down. So out of the anchoring earth, anchoring means keep a hold or a catch. it is to be roped, tied and pulled out. So for example, if this is the tree, then a rope will be tied around it and it will be tried to pull, so it will come out with its root. Okay, and pulled out, snapped out, or pulled out entirely out from the earth cave. Earth cave means from the ground. Okay, and the strength of the tree exposed. That means the main strength of the tree is its root, because it gets its nutrients, food, water, and it can stand on the ground just with the help of its root. As I said, if the roots are not there, then it will immediately fall down. Okay, so what is given? The strength of the tree, that is the root, are exposed. That means it is taken out. The source, white and wet. So when the roots they come out, it is white in color and it is wet. Okay, the most sensitive, hidden for years inside the earth. That means the roots are the most sensitive part of the tree, and if it is taken out, then the tree will die. Then the matter of scorching and chalking. Okay, so scorching and chalking means the drying up of the tree after being uprooted. That means in the previous paragraph we saw that the roots are taken out from the earth's crust, then they are made into pieces and then they are dried. So what is happening? In sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, weathering, withering means very harsh, severe or damaging, right? So and then it is done. That means the poet is saying that the people, just by cutting they are not satisfied. What they do to kill the tree is, they remove the roots, then they chop the roots. That means they cut it into pieces, then they leave it in the open, right, beneath the sun, air. Okay, and it is slowly made to turn into brown hard wood, and once it is dried up totally, we can say that the tree is killed. Okay, so that is what the poet is trying to say. That means the human beings kill the trees totally, right? They don't even keep the trees branch cut, and they don't give the trees a chance to grow again, right? So that's it, what the poem is. And from this poem, what moral do we get, or what the poet is trying to give us the message is that, as I said, it is a ironical poem, which points out the cruelty of the human beings towards the trees. Okay, and at last, he wanted to mean, that means the poet wanted to mean, that we have to save the trees, to save ourselves in this world. And he's trying to give us the message that if the trees are not saved, if we keep on cutting the trees, then a time will come, then we all will also have to die away. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so ultimately he's trying to say that the earth will move towards the destruction by cutting of the trees. So save trees, save earth. Okay, that's the message what I can give to all of you. So thank you everyone for watching my video.